Hey, this is Cahill, host of the Let's Talk About It podcast. This podcast is about motivating and inspiring professionals in the beauty industry. If you like this podcast, make sure you subscribe and enjoy the interview. Hey everybody, this is kthebarber. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It podcast. I am here live at this beautiful establishment called Salon Hair Design. I am with the owner, Grace Mathe, and she has a story to tell you guys, man. I'm so excited to be here today in La Mesa, California. And Grace, you're a business owner, and you have a story to tell the people. I'm so excited that I'm here today, and I can't wait to hear what you got to say for us. How long have you been in the industry so far?
So I got my license in 2014.
2014.
So we're almost at 10 years.
Almost at 10 years.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Riverside City College or Community College. They call it both, but
Yeah.
it's in Riverside, like Inland Empire area.
Uh-huh.
That's like a really well-known school out in the Inland Empire. It's at a community college, so it was a really strict program actually. And I started it right out of high school. I was 17 years old, and I did the full year.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to school Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. We clocked in, we clocked out. Like, it's a very strict program there. Like, you can get dropped from the program so easily.
Right.
So they had uniforms. They had, like, you had to wear certain shoes, certain sock. Like, you had to have your hair and makeup done, or you got sent home. Like, they don't mess around.
So your hair and makeup done.
You had to look good, presentable, like a professional would in the beauty industry. Like, you don't, I know us hairstylists and barbers, like, none of us are perfect. We've all rolled into the salon, like, I'm guilty. We've all rolled into the salon looking like we barely made it there on time. Like, we looked like we rolled out of bed sometimes. But, like, as a professional, if you want to take, like, your craft seriously, like, people look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're about to do their hair, although you haven't, like, done your own color usually, I don't know, some people do. If, say, I like, they want highlights, they look at my highlights. How does her hair look? You know, like, or, you know, someone that has, like, their hair unkept, like, it's kind of questionable when it's a first impression. Obviously, like, once you have your clients that are, like, your ride or die clients, they know what you can do. They don't care what you look like.
Right.
But, like, first impressions, they are important in this industry for sure.
So your hard work has paid off because you now own your own salon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you kind of told me, like, you kind of stumbled on ownership. You want to tell that story a little bit?
Yeah, so what I went to college for accounting.
Yeah.
I got my bachelor's and master's in accounting.
Yes.
And I was working as a financial analyst at the time here in San Diego. I was working at UC San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good position. It had, like, pension potential. It had, you know, paid holidays, great benefits. But I'd still always had my friends and family that I would do on the side.
Mm-hmm.
They'd never let me stop doing hair because I was their hairstylist, and I would never say no to that extra cash, you know.
Right.
I'd be like,
What
you know
he
what,
does,
like,
right?
why not? Like, let's make it work. So they'd be like, are you, like, I would either do them after work when I got out of my full-time job or on the weekends,
Mm-hmm.
like, but I was working, like, at either from my house or, like, going to them, and I got tired of it. So I decided to rent a chair part-time here in San Diego, well, La Mesa. And, yeah, I had only worked here 2 months every other weekend. Like, the owners were super nice to me. They were like, yeah, you can work, like, we'll work with your schedule as you build it. And so I'd only worked here maybe a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And due to COVID and some other things, they were open for about 16 years here, and they started Solutions Hair Design. Like, that was their baby. They had an amazing reputation in the community, great Yelp reviews, great Google business reviews. Like, they really did well here. Like, and so, but it was their time to, like, pass it on, or they had made the decision actually to just close it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had a team meeting. It was really hard for them too because it was their little baby. I mean, this is.
So why were they closing?
Due to COVID,
Okay.
they had lost some stylists, and just, I feel like the whole beauty industry in general was really, they took a hit with COVID. And there's only so long you can keep paying and paying and paying, because it's not cheap.
Right.
Nothing is cheap, but especially the rent here, it's not cheap. So they had unexpectedly decided, you know what, like, this is best for our family, let's close the salon. And they had announced it in a meeting. So after that meeting, they had no idea, but I called them and I said, hey, like, have you guys thought about selling the salon? Like, is that something you're interested in doing? Like, let's talk about it. Like, let's get some numbers thrown at me. Like, I kind of wanted to have the idea of what the numbers were and see if it could, like, work.
Right.
And, I mean, to be honest with you, like, it was always in my head, like, maybe I'll be in the beauty industry. Maybe I'll own a salon one day. Like, everyone would say that to you. Well, to me, when I have that accounting background, they're like, oh, so you can run your own business. Like, you have the tools. So I'm like, maybe. But I didn't see, like, where that would happen. And I was busy with my job. And, it was kind of one of those opportunities that, like, right place, right time, right people. Like, it just worked out for me. And I said, you know what? Like,
why not, right?
I felt like the just like going to Cosmo school, like, it was the opportunity was presented. And so I said, you know what, like, God, like, you know what, God, okay, like, let me do this. And so I started off working in the back. There's a back room here.
Okay.
I was working my full-time job and managing the salon, which later I just started taking on more clients and getting really busy with the ownership, that I ended up doing a hair full-time again and leaving my full-time job.
Okay.
So.
No, that's awesome, man. Opportunities are a dime a dozen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. Totally. I remember when I had the opportunity to open up my own barbershop, and you step into that opportunity. You never know, like, what's gonna happen.
No.
You know what I mean? You never know what's gonna happen, but it always seems that every time you step into an opportunity, it always works out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you've been on ownership for a year and a half now, and I noticed that you have barbers and cosmos in the salon. What made you choose to bring barbers into a salon?
So that was something that really shook up or ruffled the feathers at first.
It always does.
The way the salon is laid out, there were only hairstylists before. It was a hair salon, like, that's it. I always envision barbers and cosmetologists collaborating. Like, in my head, like, why not? Like, why are the two not collaborating and growing from each other? Or, like, especially the clientele. Like, if I'm taking someone's wife for a full color, I can have a barber that can take her husband and her kids. And, like, for me, I was like, maybe it's cool to have, like, a one-stop shop. But it's also cool because of the layout of the salon. There's, like, this one big open side that you can keep the hair. This is my vision. I'll keep all the hairstylists on this side, the big open, because it almost feels disconnected. Like, there's two different shops in here. And the way that long side was, like, laid out, I'm like, this looks like a perfect, like, a barber shop. So I put barber chairs there and some benches for, like, custom-made benches for the clients that can wait there. So it can be a little bit separated. But, I figured, you know what, let's do something unconventional. Like, I really do like the balance, too, of, like the different types of work. I like the balance of the personalities. But obviously, like, not every barber would fit in a hair salon setting. Like, it just depends on personal preference. To me, I figured, you know what, I want those barbers that they don't like the conventional setting. I want the barbers that want to, be a little, like, it's a very, like, more calm, professional environment. It's very, but it's fun too because you have the hairstylist to kind of banter with in a different kind of way than like other barbers. So like, and our hairstylists love seeing barbers, and I'm sure it's vice versa. Like they kind of peek over, and it's just fun to like have different personalities. Like if you see the different personalities that work here currently, like it's so diverse, and that was always my vision for like owning a salon. was like, I want anyone to feel welcome in this establishment. Like, I don't want it to be a one size fits all. Like, you know, I want it to be different backgrounds, different ages, different, you know, specialty areas coming together to create something unique and beautiful. And like, to me, the number one rule in my shop, like, you will hear me say it to anyone that's considering working here, anyone that works here, they know the first, like, number one rule is be respectful to each other. Like, that's a non-negotiable. Everyone needs to feel welcome and safe here. They need to feel like the personal life, any kind of drama is left behind at the door. Like, that is so important to me, to keep the energy so, like, pure and clean and positive in here. I mean, obviously we're human.
Right.
There's always things that come up. As an owner, I've had to deal with these things. And, you know, it's just about handling them in a professional way, in a kind way. Like, I feel like there's no need to create drama where it can just be, you know, we're all independent contractors. Like, we like having our own schedule. We like doing our own thing. We're artists.
We are
have our
100%
own personality.
artists.
So
Right, exactly.
I think it's good to have a place where we can bring artists together, but also, like, have a mutual understanding that, like, there's no place for drama or negativity. It's more of a positive, creative, collaborative environment where you feel good, you come in, you get your work done, your clients are happy, you're happy, and yeah, it's a really, feels great in here, honestly. I really love my team. They're amazing. So
It really feels great because the AC is blasting real nice right now.
I always have an AC blasting.
It's great in
That's
here.
one of my, like, non-negotiables.
Right, yeah.
I know some places they don't run
Some
the
places,
AC. I'm like,
man,
how
I'll
do
tell
you
you.
run a business like that?
Some
How do you do
shops
that
and
to
salons
people?
don't have AC. I'm telling you, I've experienced that where the AC goes out and the salon owner they don't fix the AC for months at a time, and it's like, how can we work in this type of environment? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I commend you for the AC, girl.
No, to me, I feel like my job, okay,
Yeah.
my job as an owner is not
Yeah.
to control anyone. Like, that is the last
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
I want to do.
Right, no,
I
definitely.
don't want to control adults. Like, we all can be an adult and manage our own business. My job as an owner is to be of service to my hairstylists and my barbers, to make sure, like, do you have everything you need to thrive in your business? Like, how can I support you? That is, like, truly my goal as an owner.
Definitely.
Like, yeah, it's great to have a thriving business where you're making money. Like, that's important. What's more important to me is that, like they are taken care of, they have their needs met, because it'll come naturally. If their needs are met, my needs will be met.
Exactly.
It's a we, you know, not a me.
No.
So and honestly, I feel amazing when I make sure, like, when my stylists and barbers are happy, I feel good. Like, I come in and it feels amazing in here. Like, that's the goal, you know.
Right. The vision of a shop and a salon is from the owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whatever, like you said, environment that you want to have for your salon, you know, you input that into your stylist, and hopefully it comes to fruition. Sometimes you said not every stylist or barber fits the environment.
Yeah,
But
it's never,
you know, it's over time.
and it's nothing personal.
No, it's definitely
Yeah.
it's never personal. It's what they say, it's never personal, always business. You know.
Yeah.
So, give us one secret how you keep your stylists and barbers satisfied.
I think one thing that I take pride in and enjoy doing, and I think it just sets the tone for every single week, is that I clean the salon myself.
Okay.
So it's about 2,000 square feet. Like, it's not,
you know, it's
small.
not a small place at all. No.
But I feel as though, like, when I clean it well. I make sure that, like, everything is in place, that it's ready for the week, and it's just, like, kind of, like, cleanses the whole energy of the salon too, you know, like, make sure it's like, okay, I set the bar for the week so that everyone, when they come in, they feel ready to start their week as well. And, you know, people are like, why can't you just hire a cleaning crew or, you know, have someone else do it? But to me, like, I like to know what's going on in my salon. Like, even though if I'm not here all the time while they're working, at least I know, like, okay, this is what's going on. This needs to be worked on. This needs to be kept a little cleaner throughout the week. This needs to be, you know, like, it draws my attention to the places in the salon that need love as well.
Right.
So I think that's something, I started that from the very beginning. Like, the day that I signed the ownership papers for the salon,
Right.
that night, I mean, it was late. It was like 8 o'clock at night, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what time it was, but that day, I came and I cleaned the floors. Like, after, like, I went to the old owner's house, signed the papers, got what I needed to get done. It was, like, big handshake, took a couple pictures, and I'm like, okay, see you later. So I came here and I worked till probably about midnight. Like, I just wanted to set the tone for the whole everything. I'm like, let's start fresh. Like, let's clean it and, you know, like, make it feel good in here. So it's something I just enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I take pride in it. And, you know, you want your clients to feel like it's a safe place to get their hair done as well. Like, if you look around and your shop's filthy, like, would your clients see it too? Like, they see
first
everything.
impression is everything, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people want to come to an establishment where they feel, first of all, welcome, the environment's welcoming, and then once they feel comfortable, then it's like, okay, maybe I can come here, you know, and get my hair done, you know? Because the place is dirty, it's raggedy. They're like, I'm paying good or money for what?
Yeah.
You know, you're having a service, but you still want to be in an environment that is clean, that is healthy, stuff like that. And plus, it's state board regulations anyway.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's
just we learn this stuff in school, so that's great, man. That's honorable, man. Like, I don't think I did that my first time when I opened up the shop.
A lot of people don't. They don't do that.
They don't do that, man. They don't.
You wouldn't even recognize me.
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell people I'm the owner if someone walks in. It's not because of that. It's I'm in my cleaning mode. Like, I'm taking my owner hat. Yes, it's there, but it's different.
It's totally different.
It's a different kind of work.
I hired somebody to clean my barbershop. I'm not gonna lie, I have no time in the world, but that's what's up.
I make time for those cleanings though. Like, it's important.
But it also could be something for you. You can get away from everybody else, and you can be in your me time as well.
Yeah, it's almost like spiritual.
Yeah.
In a way.
No, that's what it seems like. It's like a spiritual journey for you, like every week to clean up the salon. How long does it take you to clean your salon?
I mean, I've got it down to a science.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good now.
It's pretty good now.
Like,
all right.
I don't know. If I'm in a hurry, it depends on how much time I have.
Okay.
Like, if I'm in a hurry and I need to just get the floors done, then that's like an hour.
Okay.
But that's pretty good.
No,
but if I'm like, okay, I'm in the zone and I'm getting, like, I can spend like up to 4 hours working on it because there's so much to clean.
Right.
You can't hit every single thing every single week.
Right. Exactly.
But I kind of try to rotate like the detailed cleaning. But yeah, I mean, there's times I've been in here 4 or 5 hours. And there's weeks where it's just an hour. So
that's great.
Yeah.
So as a business owner in the salon or barbershop, right? I ran a booth rent only shop.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think booth rent or commission, which one is better? You think for a salon or barbershop and your expertise?
Well, in California, I know there's some rules about commission that it gets a little like a sensitive subject that it's really supposed to be hourly. So commission's technically illegal.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. That's speculation. I haven't really done real research on it. Don't hold me accountable for that. I'm just saying from what I've heard. But also, like, as like doing the books, booth rent is a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to manage, and me personally, I like booth rent because it allows your stylist to be what they signed up to be. Business owners, they're independent contractors, so they manage their own schedules. Even the barbers, I don't tell them a certain set hours that they need to be here. They come and go as they please. Like, it's their life, their schedule. They manage it. I have part-time and I have full-time. So there's 2 different rates, but it's, and I kind of do the schedule, like, that's more of the management of the schedule, like what days they're going to be working to make sure that everyone fits okay. But I like the idea of booth rent because it's, once again, like, I'm not micromanaging anyone. They set their schedule, they run their business, and, you know, I give them the tools, like, they have a place, a healthy environment to do it, but at the end of the day, it's theirs, their own business to control. Because I'm not a big controller, like, that's not.
No, that's definitely. I know for myself, I did booth rent because, like you said, it's a lot cleaner, and I didn't want to, like you said, micromanage people. And then, like, the paperwork is a lot cleaner as well. You know, like, you don't have to worry about, like, if you say you do hourly, you have to do pay stubs and taxes, double taxes. You have to have
different insurance.
Well, workers' comp insurance and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I try to stay away from commission myself. You know, but I don't know, man. I think if I go back into ownership, I think I might go the other route, though. I don't know why. It's just,
the hourly?
I think so. I think I would go the hourly route. And
I think once you get your system in place, it's fine.
Right.
But it's about, like, starting off from scratch with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how you're going to run your system.
Yeah. Each system is different.
Clocking out, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it is different. And you can either do it yourself or, like, buy one. So it's definitely preference. I don't know. The whole salon industry has changed so much. And I feel like we're, like, beating a dead horse with this, like, COVID line. Like, but COVID has changed the industry drastically.
It has.
Unfortunately, like, even, I mean, and this is, like, nothing against studio life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like studios. I think they're really cool. I really like how people set up their own, it's kind of like their own mini salon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have it their way, they have their clients in them, just intimate setting. But at the same time, that salon culture,
it's not there.
It's, like, fading away. And like, I mean, in the industry as a whole, it's fading away because people, they don't want to deal with people. They don't like different personalities. They want to have, you know, I feel like COVID has made some people antisocial. It's made people a little less patient, a little more irritable with each other. And I think as salon owners, like, I mean, we see other salons shutting down. It's happening everywhere because people are either working from home or they have their studio or whatever it may be. But I feel like we have to bring that salon culture back to life because it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be drama. Like, it can be fun and encouraging and collaborative. It doesn't have to be catty or weird or antisocial. I think in the right environment, it's fun. You know, it's.
I have so much fun because I saw my barbershop, and I'm in a salon, and, like, we have so much fun.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, when you're in the salon culture, you can feed off each other's energy too. You can bounce different ideas off each other, and I feel like when you're in a studio, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? We're not bashing studios, but I think you can maybe stop growing just a little bit because who are you learning from? Unless, I mean, you have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
But I think, like, personal interaction with other stylists that are growing and you guys grow together, I think that's where, you know, as we all get better as just barbers and stylists.
Well, and here's the thing, like, say you need some time off for whatever, if you have a personal emergency or an issue, you can keep your clients in your salon. You know, refer them to the stylist that you know or the barber you know that will take care of them while you're gone. Yeah. And they stay here, so you don't lose clients. So when you're back, they come right back to your chair. Like, oh, she's back, I'm there. You know, like, if you have your own place and there's no one to refer them to within the salon, like, you run that risk of possibly losing your clients because they go somewhere else, and whether it's, like, more affordable for them, or, you know, maybe they like the stylist a little better or the barber a little bit better, or it's closer to their house or whatever. Like, there's different things that it's not personal, but they may fall off.
Right.
And if you, especially if you're a studio person, like, you need those clients.
No, you do.
So
in rotation,
you run that risk of like not keeping them within your salon and losing them, whether it's personal or not. It's nice to have people that you can refer your clients to stay close.
I like that referral program. It's always been in my mind of, like, I've never done this as a barber and like refer my clients to other barbers and charge a percentage at that barber.
Yeah.
Say like I'm too busy and my clients to get in and I refer them to another barber. I never charge that barber like a percentage.
Yeah,
you know?
I've never done that either.
So what do you think about that ideal of like, okay, I'm gonna refer my client to another stylist, but since I'm giving you some money, I want a percentage of whatever you charge.
I think that's personal preference. I think it depends on how much you charge, what kind of service we're talking, and if like maybe you're out and you're still paying your booth rent, right? But you're not working at all. It may be like kind of a courtesy, like to say, hey, like, do you mind giving me a certain percentage? Me personally, like, I don't do that. Like, if someone's willing to take my client and take good care of them, like, I know that they will do well, that's enough for me. Like, knowing that, well, especially because I'm doing, like, color and color corrections and color maintenance, like, just knowing that someone's color isn't going to get messed up.
No,
it's worth it to me. Stay here.
Right.
She will take care of you, and I know, like, I won't have to fix it. So if someone goes somewhere else, and I have more of a chance of coming back with a color correction.
That makes sense.
So I just am grateful when people are willing to take care of my clients like their own, so I don't charge them anything. But that's just personal preference.
So where can people reach you? Like, what are your Instagram handles, your phone number, or the address where people can get in contact you?
Yeah, so it's Solutions Hair Design. If you Google it, there's like a salon phone number, but you can also call my personal phone number, which is on my Insta as well. And my Insta is at solhair.design. So SOL hair.design.
All right. You guys hear that? Make sure you guys get in contact with Grace, man. She has a couple booths open, available. It's a great establishment, I'm telling you. It's probably one of the best ones I've been inside.
Thank you.
This is my 10th interview I was telling her, and I'm actually really excited that we talked today. And to get to know your story. You have a lot of great information for the community and for the salon industry, and I'm happy that you were part of this.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I appreciate it. And also, if you follow my Insta, you're not looking to change salons or anything, but I tried my best to host barber and hairstyling events and classes. So if you follow my Insta, I'll be posting on there like any kind of battles or competitions for barbers, classes for barbers or hairstylists as well. So
and we'll put all her information in the bio as well. So if you didn't get a chance to follow that when she was talking, it will definitely be inside the links as well. Before we get out of here, I always ask my guests to inspire the next generation, or just people that are just following this YouTube channel. So, Grace, I want you to inspire women business owners in the industry.
Oh, I think I'll do two things, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
One for everyone and one for women. So for everyone, sorry, I'm making my own rules
Good
here.
girl. Hey, let's talk about it, right?
So for everyone, okay, good things take time. Like, I can't stress this enough. I feel like right now, I don't know if it's like a cultural thing or due to social media or what, like, it takes time to build yourself in this industry. Like, I just want to be so straightforward and honest with you. Like, you're not going to be great when you get out of cosmetology school. Like, you are barbering school, like, whatever, like, get just fresh license. Like, you have so much to learn. So just keep that in mind. Like, you know nothing at that point. Like, you just have the golden ticket.
Piece of paper, right?
Yeah, like, you are legal.
You don't have to run from state board anymore.
So if you want to be like an amazing stylist or independent contractor or business owner, like you want your own salon, like whatever that vision is, like you can't expect turnkey instant results, like just because you have the ticket. Like that was one of the big things that like almost drove me crazy, but I didn't let it get to me. Like when I just owned the salon, it was like the first question anyone would ask me was like, is it full yet? I'm like, no, it's not full. It's not going to be full for a while, because it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Like if you have a solid base and you have an amazing team from the beginning, like it can just keep growing from there. But like finding the right fit, finding the right people, the right stylists who have the skill, the social category, like all of that, like to have a real quality business, even like your own clientele, like having nice clients that are like what you want, willing to pay you the price that you want, getting services done that you enjoy doing, like that takes time to build. There's no like overnight clientele, like there's no one size fits all, there's no turnkey ready. Like it takes time and resources and multiple ways. Like you never know when you're gonna meet someone.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, even we met like so random.
It's at a barber battle.
Yeah.
Right. And
I showed up all late to it. Like I was only there like 30 minutes.
Exactly.
But it made a difference.
It did. Networking is everything in this industry.
And so you just never know when you're gonna meet the right person at the right time, be in the right place. Like, but just always be on your toes and know that, like, have patience with what you're doing. Have faith in yourself. Okay, that's a big thing too, because for months it could be empty chair. You could be paying rent or doing something and it's not, like, you're losing money. Like for months you can have an empty salon, but you have to have faith in yourself. Like even your own friends, family, like they won't have faith in you sometimes. I mean, if you have a great support system, even better. But like there are people that everyone will question you. So be sure, like, you don't question yourself, you know, have faith in what you're doing and where you're going, what your vision is, and just go for it. So
100% agree.
There's my to everyone. And then okay, for women, as women, it's a little tricky to do anything in the industry, I feel. And it's more especially for women who have children. Like it is, like being a mom is a full-time job, period. Like being a mom, it requires every ounce of you and your energy and like to do it well. And it's a little exhausting at times, especially being a woman if you have a family, and you know, like you have to take care of everything at once, and that can be hard to juggle at times. But as women, like it's pretty amazing too, because like there's a different strength that's required. And I'm not saying anything like, this is nothing about men, so like don't take it sensitive or don't be personal about it, because I know the men that are like great fathers are gonna be like, well, it takes a lot to be a father too. I know that. But what I'm saying is, like, as a woman, it's more to juggle. And especially in the business industry, like you have to be a leader, and it's a little bit different being a leader as a woman versus a man. Like, and I know these are like sensitive subjects, like I'm not trying to offend anyone, this is just like my personal experience. Like you just have different hurdles to go over, you know, and especially myself being a mother, like, and having a baby. I have a baby right now. He's 8 months old, so it's not easy. Like there are times where like I only get like a few hours to come get things done here. Like I just sometimes I have to bring him with me. Like I've cleaned the salon with him on my back. Like it's not like you can still get things done. You just have to be a little bit more creative, a little bit harder working, a little bit more focused on what you're doing, because sometimes like you can't do everything. And thankfully, like I have stylists and barbers who understand that, and they work together to help me sometimes.
That's good.
You know, like I have a really amazing team that like works well together, and like I have a few people that are just like my backbone.
Mm-hmm.
They're people I can rely on, and they understand like this is a season in my life that like we won't always have little babies.
Right.
You know that.
I do.
You have kids. Like it goes like that, like so quick.
Enjoy the time now.
So like I'm like finding that balance of like enjoy your time as like a mother, and really like nurture it, but also like keep your business going. And I guess too in this area, like it's amazing being an independent contractor or a business owner because you can have that time with your kids. You just have to be a little creative and a little flexible with it, but it will work out.
It will work out. Ah, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
Thanks
for your presence, and thank you for the opportunity for just to be able to interview you and to hear your heart, and to speak to people. You guys, I hope you felt grace for everything that she has said today, and I know just one person out there is gonna hit. And like I said, this podcast is for motivating barbers, cosmetologists, estheticians, and nail techs in the industry. And I feel today, if just one person gets motivated, we've done our job. So thank you once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You can follow the podcast. Just click the subscribe button right now. I'm kthebarber. Follow my IG and follow Let's Talk About It Podcast 2022. And just continue to follow us on our journey as we continue to interview business owners in the industry. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, let's talk to you guys later.